Charitamrita Adi Lila, verse 1. Dear Srimati, our regular host is unwell with a very bad throat infection. So that's how I'm substituting for her. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Are we ready to begin, Guru Maharaj? And can we share the screen?
It's not verse 1. It's not verse 1.
Okay, which verse will it be?
Adi Lila chapter 14, verse 1.
Okay. Adi Lila chapter 14, verse 1. Srimati.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila chapter 14 verse number 1. This chapter is the childhood pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, which will continue with this chapter leading up to Lord Chaitanya's appearance on the 14th of March. Katanchana smitam yasmin duskaram sukaram bhavat vishmrite viparitam sha Sri Chaitanyam namamitam. Translation. Things that are very difficult to do become very easy to execute. If one somehow or other simply remembers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if one does not remember him, even easy things become very difficult. To this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I offer my respectful obeisances. Purport. In his book Chaitanya Chandramrita, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati says, one who receives a little favor from the Lord becomes so exalted that he does not care even for liberation, which is sought after by many great scholars and philosophers. Similarly, a devotee of Lord Chaitanya considers residence in the heavenly planets a will o' the wisp. He surpasses the perfection of mystic yoga power because for him the senses are like snakes with broken fangs. A snake is a very fearful and dangerous animal because of its poison fangs. But if these fangs are broken, the appearance of a snake is no cause of fear. The Loga principles are meant to control the senses, but there is no scope for the senses of one engaged in the service of the Lord to be dangerous like snakes. These are the gifts of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Don't keep moving it. The Hari Bhakti Vilas confirms that difficult things become easy to understand if one remembers Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And easy things become very difficult to understand if one forgets him. We actually see that even those who are very great scientists, in the eyes of general public, cannot understand the very simple idea that life comes from life, because they do not have the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They defend the false understanding that life comes from matter, although they cannot prove that this is a fact. Modern civilization, therefore, progressing on the basis of this false scientific theory, is simply creating problems to be solved by the so-called scientists. The author of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to describe the pastimes of his appearance as a child, because one cannot write such transcendental literature by mental speculation. One who writes about the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be especially favored by the Lord. Simply by academic qualification, it is not possible to write such literature. Gyan Timidandasya Gyanajana Salakaya Chakchun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvasesa Sunya Vadi Paschatya Sitarine Vanshakaupa Taruvischa Kripa Sindhu Pevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Well, this ISKCON society by which we are practicing the process of Bhakti Yoga is under the guidance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. We are called Rupanugas. We follow Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was the supremely blessed follower of Lord Chaitanya, who earned Lord Chaitanya's full mercy. And therefore, he was able to write many transcendental literatures describing the pastimes of the Lord in Vrindavan, and also to glorify Lord Chaitanya. He received that knowledge from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at a place called Allahabad, Prayag, where for 10 consecutive days, every day, the Lord spoke to him transcendental knowledge, which later became books such as Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Instructions, Upadesh Amrita, Ujjwala, Nilamani. These are pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Sri Vrindavan Dham. There's a whole long list, Stavamala, a whole long list of books written by Rupa Goswami. And all of this knowledge he attained in a philosophical form from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one who is favored by the Lord can perform the most amazing activities on behalf of the Lord. And one may be so highly qualified in any area of education or development, but if one is not favored by Lord Chaitanya, all of their conclusions are wrong. One time, one person came to Srila Prabhupada, and he had written a book on, what was it? Can't remember the subject matter, but it took him 18 years to write this book. And Prabhupada was given a copy. He looked it over, and immediately he could find so many defects in the philosophy. And he said to the man, "You simply wasted your time." After working for 18 years, obviously struggling to put this book together, Srila Prabhupada told him, it's all wrong. So it doesn't matter how much intellectual ability you have or what is your qualifications in different circles in the secular world. If you don't receive the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you cannot really do anything that will be beneficial for either yourself or for others. Mukhan karoti vachalam langu phagate giring. Yat kripa taraham bande shigurundi natarinam. This is statement that refers to the spiritual master, which in our society is a direct representative of Nitai Gaur. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original spiritual master. He is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Nityananda is the original spiritual master. Together, they've come as Gaur Nitai, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his pure representative, the spiritual master. So all masters are coming from either one of the tattvas, either the tattva of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of Srimati Radharani. They're coming from Vrindavan tattva, or that tattva that is connected with Vrindavan, or they're coming from Nityananda, who is a cowherd boy also in Vrindavan. So Guru tattva. Therefore, the empowerment of the spiritual master is the empowerment of Gaur Nitai.
Guru Maharaj, sorry for the brief interruption. Will you kindly lower your screen, please, if you don't mind?
You can see me? Can you see me? Are we looking at the translation?
Yes, we can see you now clearly. Perfect now. Thank you.
All right. I thought everyone's on share screen, aren't they?
Yes, we are on share screen, but you were cut off in the sense only half your face was seen.
Yeah, but share screen means the verse, right? Everyone's looking at the verse, right?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
But how can they see me if they're looking at the verse?
Because we can see you on the side, on the small window at the side.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so therefore, as it says here, sounds very interesting, this statement, that when you try to do something, if you forget Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever you try to do becomes very difficult to carry out. And if something is very difficult, it becomes easy by remember Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the verse ends, to this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I offer my respectful obeisance. So what this is actually saying is, only by remembering the Lord, a particular Guru, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can become successful in the execution of any activity, particular devotional service. So one should try. And Srila Prabhupada also took that principle and extended it in different ways, saying that you will never be impeded in your execution of devotional service if you remember the Lord. And he specifically said the lotus feet of the Lord. So the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, because who is Lord Chaitanya? He's Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahiyanya. He's not only the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, but he is in the mood of his pure devotee, Srimati Radharani. He carries Radharani's bhav, but he is still Krishna himself. This is the manifestation of his ecstasy in devotional service. Lord Chaitanya playing the role of a pure devotee, Radharani, his internal energy, is teaching us the practice of pure devotional service. He's teaching from the platform of the student and not from the platform of the teacher. When the teacher takes the platform of the student and teaches the student from that platform, that is the best teaching, because the teacher knows exactly what the student is meant to know, and by carrying it out, he's teaching by example and not simply by philosophical precept. So this is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's important to study the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so for the next, every Tuesday, we're going to go through this chapter, which will lead up to some of the childhood pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which will bring us eventually to his appearance day on the 14th of March, which is about actually 2 months away to the exact date, 14th of March. So yeah, so it says here that one who receives a little favor of the Lord becomes so exalted, and they surpass mystic yoga, they surpass liberation, they surpass all of the things that they surpass even the desire to attain to the heavenly planets. Prabodhananda Saraswati, one of the followers of Lord Chaitanya, one of his most devout followers, he met Lord Chaitanya when Lord Chaitanya came to South India. And there was three brothers, Prabodhananda Saraswati, Trimala Bhatta, and Venkata Bhatta. Venkata Bhatta was the father of Gopal Bhatta, who later became Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And Lord Chaitanya stayed there at the Ranganath temple in South India for 4 months during the rainy season. So he met all three brothers. He stayed at the house of Venkata Bhatta, and that's when he met the little boy whose name at that time was Gopal. Gopal was only a 7-year-old boy, but he was very attracted to Lord Chaitanya, and he served Lord Chaitanya nicely as a 7-year-old boy. And Lord Chaitanya blessed him. And he wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya, but Lord Chaitanya said, you stay with your parents, and when they leave the world, you can join me. So that became many, many years later, and then he came to Vrindavan and eventually came to Mayapur. Actually, he came to Vrindavan and met Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, and by the guidance of Lord Chaitanya, he took shelter of Rupa and Sanatan, and then he became Gopal Bhatta Goswami, the famous Goswami of Sri Vrindavan Dham. But there was another brother named Prabodhananda Saraswati, and he writes in one particular verse, what is it? Kaivalya Naraka. Can you look up that verse? The first letter is Kaivalya, Kaivalya, Kaivalya Narakarstam, I can't think. But just look up with Kaivalya. Yeah, that's it. And search and see if you can find that verse. There, let's see. Go down the page. Let's see. It's the first word in the teachings, not the middle. Look for Prabodhananda Saraswati also. We can type his name in. Let's see. Keep going. It's the first word in the verse, so it's not anywhere else. Look up Prabodhananda.
Guru Maharaj, it's Srimad Bhagavatam 5:17:3 purport.
Okay. Do we have the whole thing?
Yeah, it says Prabodhananda Saraswati confirms this statement. Kaivalyam narakayate tridashapur akash pushpayate.
Yeah, that's it. Go to that verse then.
5:17:3 Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, okay. But doesn't give you a translation. But Kaivaya Narakaryatam Tridasapura Kas Puspayate Durdantarindriya Kala Sarpa Patale Pokyaya Damstrayate Vishnupurnam Sukayate Vidya Mahendra Dish Chakitayate Yat Karuna Kataksa Vaibhava Tam Gorom Evastumaha. Let's see. Go up the page, there's some explanation from there. Look up Chaitanya Charidamrita number, Chaitanya, if you can find that one. Chaitanya Chandramrita number 5, that's where it's from. Okay, I mean, like it's also explained here in okay. Yeah. Number 5. Keep going, you're at 2. E4 and 5.
There is no verse, Maharaj, here. There are just
This is the wrong Sri. This is a Sri Chaitanya Bhaktininda. This is different. Chapter 5. We want verse 5, not chapter 5. Verse 5 of Chaitanya Chandramrita. You found it in this one? It's, yeah, you'll find it different places. Okay. Okay, so after speaking this verse, Kalvalya, oneness in the effulgence of Brahman, appears hellish to devotees. So there's a class of philosophers who want to achieve the oneness of Brahman. To a devotee, it's hell. The heavenly planets, the abode of the demigods, are actually places where there is very lofty forms of sense gratification and long life. To a devotee who has taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya, these things simply appear like phantasmagoria. The yogis who meditate to control their senses, but the devotees know that by engaging in devotional service under the guidance of Lord Chaitanya, they break the teeth of the senses, and therefore the senses are no longer threats to the devotee. The devotee doesn't have to control his senses, for his senses are already engaged in the service of the Lord. Consequently, there's no possibility that the senses will act like poison serpents. In a material condition, the senses are as strong as poison snakes. But when the senses are engaged in the Lord's service, they are like poisonous snakes with fangs removed. They're no longer dangerous. The entire world is a replica of Vaikuntha for the devotee because he has no anxiety. He sees that everything belongs to Krishna, and he does not want to enjoy anything for himself. He doesn't even aspire for the position of Lord Brahma or Indra. He simply wants to engage everything in the service of the Lord. Therefore, he has no problem. He stands in his original constitutional position. All this is possible when one receives Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's merciful glance. Yeah, so this verse is very fundamental and teaches that the devotee has no desire other than to serve the Lord, even if they're offered millions of dollars, if to give up Krishna consciousness, immediate transformation to the higher planets. a big post as a great demigod, immediate, free from all material suffering, liberation, to become one with the Lord in Brahman realization. So many desires that the different spiritualists, the yogis, the tapasis, the jnanis, all of these have these different, the karmis want to go to heaven and enjoy, unlimitedly. But devotees think all of these things are like hell. Why? Because they have received the merciful glance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's merciful glance comes by two things, or two things that he is really emphasizing. Chant the holy names of the Lord, japa and kirtan, both, and develop a taste for chanting. Just theoretical, or what we say routine chanting every day is nice and it's good, but you have to develop that chanting beyond the routine into the mood of what we call ruchi, or sweetness. There has to be a taste. The holy name is the highest taste that one can experience. It says in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that one who is chanting the holy name, he becomes mad. He sings, he dances, he talks, wildly, and he can't function on the material platform anymore. He's lost. Because I have received the special mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and are tasting the sweetness when they chant Krishna's holy name. And another thing the Lord Chaitanya emphasizes, he says, become a dosha darshi. Dosha means faults, and adosha means no faults. And a darshi means to see, one who does not see the faults of others. One who does not speak about anyone's faults or even see the faults of others. Become a dosha darshi. He said, if you do those two things, you'll no longer be, you'll get the full mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you get the full mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you're getting the mercy of Sri Vrindavan Dham, because he's in the mood of Vrindavan Dham as both a devotee and the supreme goal of Vrindavan, Sri Krishna himself. And this is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here, in a very simplified way, Krishna Das Kaviraj explains, yes, we have things to do, but if we forget Lord Chaitanya, they become difficult. If we remember him, even the impossible becomes possible. And if we forget him, what is routine becomes very difficult, maybe even impossible. So one should always remember Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in every situation. And if we chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda, we cannot approach Krishna in the holy name unless we approach first Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Only by approaching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can we can actually begin to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, it is highly recommended that before you begin your japa, or anytime you're about to begin chanting, always offer prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. This is the absolute truth in 5 features. The Lord, the manifestation of the Lord, the avatar of the Lord, the internal energy of the Lord, and the Lord's pure devotee. The absolute truth is manifested in 5 features, and they are called Pancha Tattva. Pancha means 5, Tattva means truth. These 5 truths make up the entire principle of the absolute truth. Everything is there. Guru is there. internal energy is there, avatar is there, expansion is there, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is also personally present in these 5 features. So this Chaitanya Charitamrita is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's gift to the whole world. He wanted everyone to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And therefore he said soon the whole world will learn Bengali simply to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. But Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, made it easy. You didn't have to learn Bengali. He translated that Bengali into the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada talks about how one gentleman came to him. Prabhupada doesn't mention his name nor the circumstance, but he says, one gentleman approached me and says, I think you're a worthy person to present to us Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada thought about it and decided, yes, I think this will be very beneficial for the devotees of Krishna to hear and the pastimes, the activities, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, took Chaitanya Bhagavat, which is a narration of Gaur Nitai's pastimes, written by Vrindavan Das Goswami, who is considered the original preceptor of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. And he gave commentary on all the verses of Chaitanya Bhagavat. So Prabhupada did Chaitanya Charitamrita like that. Chaitanya Charitamrita is more philosophical than Chaitanya Bhagavat. Although Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta gives his purports, they're mostly his purports, which of course are transcendental icons of knowledge. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you have at least 300 or 400 verses that support all of the statements by Krishnadas Kaviraj coming from different scriptures, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is a monumental. I'd like to do the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because we are right approaching Lord Chaitanya's appearance, I chose chapter 14 as the beginning to give us an insight into Lord Chaitanya's pastimes as his birth appearance is about to begin, so we can get a little insight of what he did after he first appeared in the world. The first 6 chapters of Chaitanya Charitamrita are highly philosophical. Highly philosophical. They deal with Guru. They deal with the Tattva Lord Chaitanya. They deal with Lord Nityananda. They deal with Advaita Acharya, like that. Chapter 7 is really interesting because Lord Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, he actually commissioned chapter 7 and the purports that he wrote to be comprised in the separate writings, which was called The 5 Features of Lord Chaitanya. There's a separate book that came out first ahead of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and that's chapter 7 of Adi Lila. That chapter is all about chanting, the whole chapter practically. It's all about Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the holy names. Those of us who want to go deeper into the chanting of the holy name, here's where you can find that depth of knowledge in that particular chapter. Okay, but there's so much. Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered to be postgraduate study of the science of bhakti. But Prabhupada gave it to us, and Prabhupada's purports make everything understandable, even for us who cannot understand. Okay, so we can stop here and open it up for some discussion.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for again reminding us of what the power of bhakti and how the devotee is in the best possible situation, and for us to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord under all circumstances. Dear devotees, we have had such a wonderful start to this year with Chaitanya Charitamrita. Please, if you have any questions, you want to share your realizations, or you have certain challenges, especially when it comes to chanting, now is the time to get all those cleared up. We humbly request everyone to please put on your cameras so that we can all see one another, as well as Guru Maharaj can get a glimpse of all of us and we receive his merciful glance. So please open up your video cameras if possible. And if you have any questions, I don't see any hands raised so far, but while devotees are thinking, Guru Maharaj, if I may humbly submit this question. When we say that Lord Chaitanya,
Yeah, don't refer to me as Guru Maharaj,
yes, Maharaj,
because
I'm sorry.
we have a mixed audience there.
Yes, I'm very sorry. Just force of habit. I will remember now. Maharaj, if I may humbly submit this question. When we say Lord Chaitanya has come in the mood of a devotee, though he's the Lord himself, then we may sometimes think, oh, but he's not the Lord. So how can we understand that he is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
You can't. You have to take it from Shastra. Although Lord Chaitanya didn't appear as the Lord, and he also became very disturbed if he was referred to as the Lord. And he would say, no, no, I am not the Lord. I'm simply a servant of the Lord. There are many, many quotations from many Shastras, a long variety of Shastras, which indicate by his appearance, by his mission, by his color, by his associates, who he is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there's a lot of references like that. You have about 2 references, I think, in Srimad Bhagavatam. And then if you go to other scriptures, you'll also find references. That's why people nowadays, especially even in India, they have no idea of Lord Chaitanya. Not no idea. They heard about him, but they think that he is a empowered devotee who is like a spiritual master, or they think that he is an expansion of Krishna. Or sometimes they say he's just an ordinary jiva who did so many wonderful things. Just like it was quite funny. I was just in Pune temple, NVCC in Pune, the Radha Vrindavan Chandra temple. 3 grand altars. The middle altar is Radha Krishna with Lalita and Vishaka. In the right altar is Jagannath, and on the left altar is Gaur-Nitai, as you're facing the altar left to right. When the darshan opens, everyone runs in front of Radha and Krishna and Jagannath. And so nobody goes in front of Gaur-Nitai. Maybe 1 or 2, those who maybe are initiated devotees. But common people, although they know about bhakti to some degree, they practice in their own way. They don't really understand Lord Chaitanya. But it says, if you want to enter into the mood of Radha and Krishna and Vrindavan, you can only do that in this age by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, we chant Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktivindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We don't simply chant the holy name, we approach the holy name through Gornitai or Panchatattva. There's where the mercy is.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you
He's
very
called-
much for.
He's called Karuna Avatar. Not just Avatar, but Karuna Avatar.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for that complete explanation. We have Manisha. Please go ahead, Manisha, and ask your question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a wonderful lecture. Maharaj, there is a line in the purport, CC Adi Lila 14.1, first paragraph. Similarly, a devotee of Lord Chaitanya consider residence in the heavenly planets a will of the wisp. What does that mean? I didn't understand, Maharaj.
Will of the wisp is a statement, means it's just some imagination. That's all.
Okay.
The heavenly planets exist, but a devotee thinks, just it's some imagination. That's all. Look up will of the wisp, Sri Devi, and see if you can find a definition for that. You go will of the wisp. You can go to what is that place where you can find everything?
Thesaurus?
No. What is it called? One that they give information on everything.
Wikipedia, Maharaj?
Yeah, Wikipedia. Thank you.
In folklore, will-o-wisp is an atmospheric ghost light seen by travelers at night, especially over bogs, swamps, or marshes. So it is a wispy, a flickering light, which is like a ghostly light, and it misleads guides and misleads travelers by resembling a flickering lamp or a lantern.
Okay, you got it? It's an imagination. That's all.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
So what Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying, for a devotee, the heavenly planets with our will of the wisps, some ghost-like ideas.
Thank you, Maharaj. We have Somesh Rathi Prabhu. Please go ahead, Prabhu, and ask your question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danvat Pranam from we all the four, Shweta, Somesh, Advait, Avyut. Maharaj, my question is, Maharaj, if we consider, means through ISKCON we came to understand that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But where many a times in India we need to go to the temple where they offer prasad and many things happen. So how to be dealt with this? Because many and regular we need to go through this process.
What is the question again? Somebody can restate that question?
I think what he means is in India there are so many different temples, different kinds of temples, and when we go visit those temples, they give prasad. And so we are, obliged to take that prasad, but we don't know whether it's really prasad because it's probably offered to some demigods and then distributed and so on. We have Shiv temples, we have Durga temples, we have Ganesh temples. Nowadays we have Shirdi Sai Baba temples where everywhere food is offered and then distributed to the public at large. So I think he's saying, what should we do when such prasadam is received?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Don't go to these temples. Just go see Radha, Sri Radha Madan Mohan. Then you'll be okay. I mean, you
But
can go to what is it? Let's see, Mahakal. Mahakal's okay. Devotees go to Mahakal. But why would you want to go to these other temples for?
Maharaj, actually, we don't intend to go, but since we are connected with family, and there are certain things that family are connected with, so they think that you should also be a part of it. So at that time, if we go against them, then they think that you only go to ISKCON and all, and you want us to become follow ISKCON. But when it comes to you, you follow, you don't want to go. So many family such type of situations usually often comes.
Yeah, I don't know. Family members are enemies or anyway. That's what the Shastras say. One of your biggest enemies in Krishna consciousness is your family members. Yeah, it says that. Why do you have to listen to them? Just go to Krishna temples. Why play the role of being something you're not? Just to patronize somebody else's ideas.
Yes, Maharaj. We'll try to stick to the point you said.
Yeah, every time they
And
want to invite you to the temple, just tell them you got something else to do. And then, but the thing is, you guys got to establish a temple in Indore. What are you waiting for? Come on. Prabhupada came there in 1974 and he preached in Indore. Come on, Shakshi, wake up. Manisha, get those guys moving. Get a temple going. You got a big congregation there. You can do it. The money's there. The talent is there. I mean, you can drive to Ujjain, which is 1 hour away. That's fine. But you need a temple in Indore. Start off with a preaching center. Get a nice place and establish some deities. You got some really nice devotees there. When I do programs in Indore, you get 300 or 400 people come to the programs, right? At least, maybe more. And a lot of people come to the programs, and they're people who are very respectable. They also got positions, they got money. Indoor is outdoor. Come on, get indoor.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Maharaj, there's one temple which is under construction in
Oh,
Indore.
you got one going?
Yes.
why she
Really?
is talking about it on Indore.
Which one's she talking about?
Nipania Mahaman Maharaj, which is he's undergoing the temple, which is making where you took the
Oh,
program
yeah, that's
last
right.
time.
You got that. Yeah, Man, yeah, he's temples there. Hey, he's expand. I forgot about that temple. He's expanding that temple really nicely. He's got a Goshala. He's got Jagannath deities now. Beautiful Radha and Krishna, Radha Govinda deities.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's a Prabhupada disciple. He's doing nice preaching. So yeah, but I think you need a preaching center also, along with that temple.
And you are blessing Indore a lot, so with your mercy, definitely more preaching centers will also be get happening. And also His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj also came last Sunday in Indore, and he also is planning to make several hostels connected with the universities in Indore. With and he took it, he has given this task to the base devotees so that hostels be bring up, and this so
Good,
he
yeah.
told that.
You should always have a place where you can go for worship. Everybody can come. Man Mahan, what's his name?
Mahaman, Mahaman Maharaj.
Mahaman, yeah. Mahaman Prabhu. His temple is pretty far from where you are. It's you can go, but also it'd be nice if you had one in the area where you are. Every time I go there, they have a different venue for having a program. Nice venues too, big places. See if you can purchase one of them.
Indore has won the prize for the cleanest city in India 6 years in a row.
Yeah, it is
It
a
was
Seven.
clean
also the
seven.
capital of Ahalyabai Holkar, the Queen's empire. So it has a very prominent position. And of course, the citizens of Indore are very pious and religiously inclined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can
Defi-
read Giriraj Swami's book. What's the name of that book? Dancing White Elephants, I think it is. Yeah, Dancing White Elephants. It's a whole section. He describes Prabhupada's visit to Indore. I think it was 1974, I think it was. So Prabhupada planted some seeds there.
And definitely, Maharaj, with your blessings, also preaching of Indore is getting increasing day by day. And with your blessings, soon a temple will also get opened in another area. You please
Well,
bless. Continue.
Haribol, Jai.
my blessing is do it. If you do it, you'll bring in a lot of spiritual energy from different places and you'll get support. I'm really, there's so many wonderful families there that are Krishna conscious. Romapad Swami goes there regularly for preaching. Bhakti Prem Maharaj. Who else comes there? Okay, next question.
Right now, we don't have any questions with hands raised, Guru Maharaj. Maharaj.
Wait a minute,
Shri-
whoa, slow down, Sri Devi. You're too fast. Give people a chance.
Okay,
Slow
Manas
down.
Prabhu, sorry.
Yeah. Don't take over the whole place, You have to facilitate and not establish your superiority. Manas, okay. Give people a chance. They have to think sometimes.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I'm very sorry.
You're too
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to everyone present here and everywhere else. So first of all, Guru Maharaj, I I am feeling bad because it's been long that I've not been able to, come to the class. Although I was listening to YouTube, but I seriously somehow feel that either I'm not doing something right, that I'm not being able to get to the class for some or the other reason. Need your blessings, Maharaj, so that I do not get into this position of, being not able to come to this class.
I'll give you a special blessing. You give me your phone number, and when I don't see you, I'll call you up. That's special mercy. Hey, where are you? Get online.
That would be amazing, but I will try not to bother you and I will be there. So, Guru Maharaj, my question is, um, we talked about I was actually in one of these sessions in our ISKCON Cincinnati congregation, and I was wondering about one thought, and that is like when we talk about Nishkam Karma, wherein we talk about not to think about the fruitive results of the action that we are performing. So there is also one thought that when we are trying to take any service, and if the thought is that I will do this service because probably I am good at this service and I will not get into that service, if that kind of a thought is there, will this also get into, I mean, is this also a kind of a karma associated with this thought that I will not do this, rather I'm good at this, or I will, would like to do, that service. So how should we see this? I hope I was able to make my question clear.
Yeah, we all have a particular tendency towards certain types of services. That's natural. But if there is a service that needs to be done and we're asked to do it, or we become part of it, we should accept it as service and not say, I can't do it because it's not my nature. But still, we can aspire for those services that are in line with our nature. That's okay. But under circumstances, sometimes when you're in a position of having to accept some service that is required because it needs to be done. Sometimes the temple president, the temple commander will ask you, can you do this service? There's nobody else available right now. And then you would say, yes, sure. But you can't say, well, it's not my nature. No, that would be losing the opportunity to gain some special mercy, because the whole process of devotional service is based on surrender. And when you surrender to the instructions of those in the superior position, you make a lot of advancement. You get the special mercy of the Lord. When you do things what you like, and only what you like, you'll get some mercy, but you won't get any special mercy. In other words, you'll just go on like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he gives a special statement in one of his prayers in Saranagati. He poses a question, my dear Lord, what is my happiness in my devotional service to you? And then he says a few things, and then he concludes by saying, my happiness is the difficulties I experience in execution of your devotional service. These are my happiness. Why? I can offer something.
Right. So that would mean that if somebody is not asking us explicitly to do any service, and it is our own choice that what is the service that we are able to take, in that case, if we are just taking the service which I am more aligned to, shall we not see that as a selfish
It can be, but the best to see is what service needs to be done.
hmm,
And maybe and because no one is doing it, let me do it.
hmm. Okay, sure. Got it, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Manas.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
I'll call you up.
That would be amazing, but I would not bother you. I'll try to be here always. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Sonal.
Thanks. Yes, Sonal, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please add my obeisances to all the devotees as well. Maharaj, just a quick question on this purport. I was just thinking, when we are discussing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shall we use our discretion in front of whom are we discussing him? Because not everyone will be able to understand. Like Bhagavad Gita, most of the people can relate to and understand, and to an extent Srimad Bhagavatam as well. But when it comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it needs a great level or a great depth of devotional service before you can understand him. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just asking because of my personal experience. Even it took me many years before I could even appreciate his pastimes.
If you're talking directly about him, I can accept that idea, that keep it more in line with the things that are more or less understood. But you can speak about what he teaches without mentioning him directly. And that way you're still connecting with his teachings, which are in one sense non-different from him. And when it comes to preaching, if you're preaching or you're just discussing, there's two different things. For preaching, you have to be a little aware of how best to preach to the audience that you're talking to. So what you say is something that should be considered. But if you're just talking, and you're talking about philosophical things with maybe just a more of a relaxed group of people, then you can also speak more directly about Lord Chaitanya. Depends on the situation, really. But what your principle you say is the word is know your audience, or at least get an idea of how best you can speak. And you don't have to get into so much the personality, but just focus on the philosophy or the principles. Does that make sense?
Thank you. Yes, it does. And I'm just currently doing some preaching service, and it's very easy to sit and listen to your classes or anybody's classes. But when you're preaching, I'm just like literally preaching Bhagavad Gita to beginners, and it takes so much effort. Um, there are just a few classes, like handful of classes, but still, so yeah, you are amazing. You just start the class and talk for hours, which is so nice.
You can do it. Mukhaṁ karoti vachalam langu pagate girim yat kripa karatam mande dina shigurun dinatarinam. Now, if you practice Krishna consciousness, you can receive the mercy of the Lord. And if you receive the mercy, then there's no limit to what you can do.
Yes, Maharaj. I mean, I think it's still the mindset to connect everything to the service attitude, which I'm struggling with. So I have to start before every session. I need to do 5 minutes of meditation to get into that mode of service.
That's nice. Do you have enough information on what you want to speak on?
Yes, but I'm still kind of reading rather than speaking it spontaneously.
No, that's okay. Is it in person or online?
Online.
Well, yeah, if you do that and online, you can keep a book and refer to it occasionally and then speak.
It's like referring more than occasionally speaking. It's happening the other way around.
Yeah. I think you can do it.
I'll try. I'll give it a go this time and then see. And then, like Manas Prabhu said, I can be selective if I'm good at it or not.
Are you doing this for some time now?
No, I just started last week. It's just 5 sessions through this Think Gita, Keshav Maharaj's initiative.
Oh, Think Gita. You're in the UK then?
Yes.
Oh, Think Gita is good. With Keshava Bhagavan Maharaj, yeah?
Yes.
That's nice. Yeah. And you can connect with my very close personal friend. His name is Raj Mukund.
Yes.
Yeah. You know him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's very kind and very, what does he say? Affable, amiable. He'll be able to guide you more and more.
So they have got this massive project of training facilitators. So we went through the training. So anyone on this call also, if they want to do it, it's amazing, the way in which they support you step by step. So
Good. Yeah, I'm glad you connected. That's a very effective program. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
People are getting Bhagavad Gita daily, everyone, through that program. Yeah. Good. I'm so happy to hear that you're involved.
Yeah, it's challenging, but I'm giving it my best shot. Let's see.
They say if you want to make a diamond, you take coal, raw coal, and you put it under pressure for, I think, 1,000 years or something. Well, you don't have to wait that long. So the idea is a little pressure is good. It causes you to become more dependent on the Lord, more prayerful, less what we say, self-assured. If you get self-assured, then you're in trouble.
That's the way in which we are brought up, so it's just very difficult to cross that line and let go of everything. So yeah, so I mean, all the services, I found it very challenging because it kind of it's your anarthas which are coming up and you have to address them. That's how I look at it. So it's nice.
Just keep going.
Thank you so much,
You got
Maharaj.
some good teachers there. Keshava Bhagavan Maharaj he's really brilliant with the philosophy.
Maybe we can all learn a little bit more about this program, Maharaj, so that, as Sonal said, more people may be able to get absorbed and do some of this service. Sonal, would you share the details with all of us also?
I will. In fact, they are looking at. So I was thinking about the whole group. I will send some message to Srimati because they have got this online training. Everything is online, and they would want to have more facilitators so they can spread on the courses more. It's very, very, very nicely structured. So everything is given to you, and yeah, I will send it to Srimati Mataji, and then she can share it with everyone.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Good.
Sakshi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you and the assembled devotees. Maharaj, one point which you mentioned that a devotee has to be a dosh darshi. So without, I mean, if a person sees faults in others, so that impedes one to receive Mahaprabhu's mercy. So due to our conditioned nature, we have a tendency to first see the faults, and then and in order to see good qualities, we have to emphasize a lot. So how do we practice to just see good qualities in others and overlook the
The Acharyas mentioned that it's not that there's different levels of realization in Krishna consciousness. On the second level, second one up, the one it says to see faults and good qualities side by side and focus on the good qualities. So it may be difficult not to see faults, but if you practice, you can start focusing on the good qualities. Mm-hmm. And not so much on the faults. So when you see faults, just dismiss it. That's all. Focus on the good qualities. If you practice that way, after a while, there's two higher levels. One is to see a person's faults as potential good qualities. That's the next step up. And the next one is not to see faults at all, even though there may be faults.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Mhm.
Hare Krishna.
It's practice. You don't jump up to the what am I going to say, the ideal just by applying the philosophy. You have to practice. Practice seeing good qualities in others. Balaji, you've been pretty quiet for the last millennium.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Actually, I have a sore throat infection as well, so not able to talk properly. I have been listening to your classes, Maharaj. Very nice.
I know. I see you every day practically. Any comments or questions?
No, it's very wonderful to start off our Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, like you mentioned, in each of our chanting, before chanting, we start off with our Panchatattva Mahamantra. So, it really helps us to remember or do our offer prayers to Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then seek his blessings before doing any activity, because we cannot reach out to Krishna. So it's very nice to hear about that, Maharaj.
Good, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Maharaj, may I ask a question at this point?
See if there's any other questions there first.
I don't see anyone's hand raised. Let me check the chat box. There is no question there either. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
see.
on. You're on. The hostess with
Okay.
the most, with the mostest.
Guru Maharaj, you're teasing me again. Let me ask my question. Otherwise, you'll just tease me more. Guru Maharaj, my humble question to you is, what are levels 1 and 2, and where can we read more about this particular 4 things that you mentioned, just to get a better understanding as well as practice it more?
The 4 levels I mentioned?
Yes. You just
Yeah,
mentioned 3 and 4 to Sakshi just now. I think you also mentioned 1 and 2, but little more in detail.
I didn't mention 1, I mentioned 2. 1 is the Daksha mentality, who sees faults where there are no faults. The second is to see faults and good qualities side by side. Third is to see a person's faults as potential good qualities. And fourth is not to see faults at all, even if there is faults. That's Vaishnava.
And where is this?
Yeah, I have it written on one document. I just don't have the document available right now.
Acha, so it's coming from some. Where is it coming from, Guru Maharaj? That document also?
I'm not sure. I don't have the Shastra reference either.
Okay.
I'd have to do a little research, which I don't think I can do right now. It may take too much time.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. That's all right. Thank you. So, dear devotees, we have heard so much wonderful nectar. You must be really wanting to hear more or get some things clarified. Now is our chance. Please share, just as Sonal did, about the wonderful new program. If you have taken up some new service and have some questions about it or related to today's topic, anything that you would like to learn more about, now is our opportunity. Dheeraj Prabhu, would you like to ask some questions? No. Okay, japa time. All right, Guru Maharaj. Let's do that.
Okay, before we start japa, just a quick question to Srimati. Yeah, Srimati, what verse did I do in Harrisburg last week? 2-5. What was the verse number?
37, Guru Maharaj.
2537. Thank you. Okay. All right. I can only chant for a little while. Sri Devi, if you like, Naranjan Swami has his evening kirtan program tonight. If you want to come.
Oh, sure. That would be wonderful. Is Mahaprabhu coming by to pick you up? Then I can just get a ride with him.
I'm gonna just walk. I'm just down the road.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so Madatri can come too. Anyone in Mayapur can come.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, it starts in about 10 minutes, but it goes on for a few hours, so you can get there.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Somedatri, you're muted. We cannot hear you. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay, yeah. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances. Where is this kirtan today?
You can check with Sri Devi, she knows.
Sri Devi, you know, please.
I will tell you. Don't worry. I will tell you after the class.
It's at Rasamrita Kunj.
Okay. Okay. Rasamrita Kunj. I was there.
Niranjan Swami's apartment up on the roof.
Roof, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, ready. I'm going to chant with you for one round and then I have to get ready. Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam, Sri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrindam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram 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 Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Haribo Maha.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I was just calling to ask you regarding Kirtan
Yeah,
at Niranjan Maharaj's place if you're gonna go for that.
yeah, I am. That's the reason I called you.
Yeah, Maharaj. Yeah, I'm gonna come for that too. So I'm heading there now.
I think Sri Devi wants to come too. I think she needs a ride now. Oh.
Yeah, she sent me a message.
Uh,
I'll bring her.
Yeah, bring them. I'll just walk. I'm going to walk with Teja here. We're going to go in about 5 minutes. We'll leave.
Okay, Maharaj. Sure. I'll
Yeah.
see you then.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Haribo. Mm-hmm.